Good to see so many of you. I'm happy that we are all meeting face to face. Firstly, thank you for this generous invite. I'm very happy to be here. A warm welcome to class of 2021 graduates, prize winners, their family members, my mentors, SOVS staff, fellow academics, distinguished guests and industry sponsors to this special occasion to celebrate the success of our UNSW graduates and students. A huge congratulations to all our optometry, PhD and other research graduates on this sensational achievement. An achievement despite tumultuous student journey pulling through the challenges imposed by COVID-19 and several other changes that have occurred in your journey. Kudos to all our prize winners. You have done it despite all the odds. I would like to congratulate your family members and friends who have supported you through these difficult times and joined us today to witness this special event. A gentle reminder to take a moment and cherish your achievement. My name is Vinod Maseedupally. I'm an optometrist who graduated from India and a proud UNSW alumnus through my PhD and therapeutic courses. As a lecturer, I was fortunate to have been a part of the class of 2021 student journey. I was a little surprised to be invited to be a guest speaker on this occasion because I'm still finding my feet in academia. Then I learned that it was also the request from the class of 2021, and in love towards my students, I accepted this invite. So in the next 10 minutes, I want to cover two things as I reflect on what I learned through my 43 years of life and my 22 years of optometry career. I'll try to be as succinct as possible. The first thing that I want to talk to you is about responsibility. I was 18 and an optometry student when my father suffered a very rare abdominal cancer. It was quite an emotional situation. My father asked me to bring a paper and a pen. Of course, it was customary for parents to write a will to their dear ones. But I was a little surprised because ours was a poverty-stricken family. We could barely make ends meet. My father was literally lying on a mat on the floor, and I was aware of the fact that we had huge sums of loans because of my sister's wedding and then my father's treatment. There was no property to inherit. My dad made me write a list of people to whom he was indebted. The cumulative sums of loans was nearly 100 times more than my casual monthly pay at that time. He made me promise that I would pay the loans and to take care of my widowed mother, but he also left me with my younger brother who abruptly discontinued his studies due to the family crisis. What my father in fact was doing was handing over the responsibility of my family, and after a few days he passed away. In the next 5 years or so, we managed to clear the loans. My brother and I earned optometry qualifications, supporting each other financially. Until today, we take care of our mother, our families, and each other. This had profound impact on my life journey. I feel the trait of being responsible infused in several dimensions of my life, including work. I started becoming responsible towards patients and students. Today, you're graduating as an optometrist, or to become an independent researcher, only to take on new responsibilities. This is what you signed up when you enrolled into these programs. The adage goes as, with great power comes great responsibility. And it is so true. Today you're powerful. The power to diagnose eye conditions, the power to treat, the power to be in the healthcare system, and the power to impact knowledge through research. With this power in your hand, you're not only just examining and treating an eye, but you're treating a human behind the eye. their family, and finally making an impact in the community that we live in. That is your power. Therefore, you carry a great responsibility in executing this power. I'm sure you have come across Optometry Board of Australia's Code of Conduct. In that document, the board responsibility appears 28 times. You have a responsibility towards your patients, the healthcare system, your colleagues, and also responsibility to be an effective teacher or supervisor, and not to forget a responsibility to maintain your own health and well-being. I also would like to take time and reflect on the skills that you have learned as a student. Recently, I was listening to a conversation on YouTube, and I would like to quote what the speaker said. If you do not do what you cannot do, there is no problem. But if you do not do what you can do, it is a disaster. I would like you to see this quote in the light of scope of practice that you will be involved in. I wish you practice optometry to the fullest scope possible, rather than working in pursuit of money or any other pressure. The speaker at some other time also mentioned, every privilege comes with a responsibility. If you don't take the responsibility, you will lose the privilege. The second thing that I want to talk to you is about the power of failure. It may seem ironic that I'm speaking about failure while we are currently celebrating your success. But let me tell you, failure is an inevitable part of success. This topic has been subject of many speeches, and this is going to never become old. I add my own experience to it. If you start reading success stories, you will stumble upon stories only of failure that led to success. Quotes are all over the place about success and also failure. The essence of these quotes simply is that success is made up of all the little failures. Unfortunately, you do not see people bragging about failures on social media as much as they do on their success. So do not worry if you have ever failed, and also be prepared to fail in future. I failed many times. I failed in year 11, and I had to resit an exam. That was the most embarrassing situation, as I felt I failed myself and my parents. I failed utterly again in securing a good rank for my medical seat, and to some of you. I was tens of thousands of ranks away for competing for a few thousands of seats. I once walked off the stage giving up on my 1-minute speech at UNSW, embarrassing myself, and I felt I embarrassed my mentor, Professor Helen Solbrick. I also failed once in one stage of optometry council exams that would help me to register as an optometrist in Australia. Very recently, I failed twice on my English exams, which is a requirement for me to register as an optometrist here in Australia. And there are more failures. Failures in decision making, failures in relationships, and more. The list would go on. Embrace failure. Think failures as the events of falls as a toddler who just started to walk. The important thing, of course, is the courage to stand up again and walk. Failures give us the opportunity to reflect and all of us to discover the extremes that we can explore. I resat my year 11 exam and I secured first class, if not distinction. I never became a medical doctor, but became a doctorate by PhD while being in the health profession. The only repair that I could do to my 1-minute failed speech is to talk as an invited speaker on many occasions. I successfully completed council exams, and today I'm a registered optometrist in Australia. And I might not have corrected every failure, but I have learned to live with failures and to learn from my failures. Once the former Indian President Dr. Abdul Kalam said, "Failure will never overtake you if your determination to succeed is strong." On that note, and in the interest of time, I leave you with these two take-home messages. So be responsible and embrace failure. I wish you all the very best in your chosen careers. Once again, I congratulate the class of 2021 Be proud of yourself and your achievements, and thanks for listening.